I'm here today with Rusty Griffis from Griffis Tree Farm in Norman, Oklahoma, and we're planting 10 trees up at school, at Casady School, and they've done a great job. Rusty, what's the advantage on a job like this? You just put out 10 trees to using the bag as opposed to a ball and burlap. What advantage did you have?
Well, one of the things, we have great root structure with the high caliper bags. Right. And the other thing is we don't have to have any special equipment to bring the trees out here. It's a wet, muddy day today, and so we didn't tear up the Casady School's right. Yard. And so it made it a lot easier that we could handle the grow bags.
And I see for equipment you had 2 wheelbarrows and some shovels. And that's about it. Yeah,
very tight quarters here, and again, it's wet, and we had to stay on the sidewalks, and so we didn't want to bring in any heavy equipment. And so the grow bags allow us to do that because the root ball system is very small and easy to handle.
And you had 10 trees on one trailer.
10 trees.
Correct?
Yes, yeah. And so we planted 10 trees today, and it all went smooth.
Right. Well, they look very, very nice. That's for sure. About how long did it take? You planted 10 trees, and it took about 3 hours, 2 hours?
Yeah, we did it in about 3 hours today.
Okay.
So again, it's just a really good way to dig up the trees. We don't have to have special equipment at our tree farm. It's easy to handle. It has a great root system. The tree transplants real well and adapts to the new soil. So we really love the benefits of, the tree not going into shock because we don't actually have to cut the roots.
Right. So there's no forklift, no front end loaders. Don't need any of that type of equipment.
That's correct. Yes. Typically we can do about 3 an hour. Today it took us a little longer because of the wet conditions and the distance that we had to come from our trailer over to the job site where the trees were being planted. And so again, that made it a lot easier with the root, the high caliper bags, to where we didn't have a massive root ball and a lot of weight.
That brings up one other question here. If you'd been working with ball and burlap as opposed to the root control bags, you would have had a hard time on a wet day like this of getting ball and burlap even working with it at all.
Yeah, we would have had to brought in some equipment to do that, and again, being wet, that would have probably tore up the ground, or we would have had to stay on the sidewalk, and there's a chance, being that heavy, that it could have cracked or concrete as well, and we don't want to do that.
Well, thank you very much. Great to be out here.
Thank you.
Sure appreciate it.
We appreciate the doing business with you for the last 12 years.
Yeah, well, it'll make a difference on this planting site and many others.
Yes.
So great.